He Galactic Council's xenobiologist Zephyr Prime adjusted its environmental suit for the third time as the transport ship descended through the toxic orange clouds of Kepler 442b. The atmospheric readings were horrifying. Sulfuric acid rain, temperatures that fluctuated between -40 and 60 degrees Celsius, gravity 1.3 times standard, and radiation levels that would kill most known species within hours. I still don't understand how they survived the initial colonization, Zephyr muttered through its translator, its 4 eyes blinking in sequential confusion. The Altarian had studied hundreds of worlds, but this one defied all logic. Captain Tew Veltar of the Enforcement Fleet shared the sentiment. The humans called it New Australia when they first landed here 60 years ago. We thought it was some kind of death cult. The ship's sensors pinged as they broke through the lower atmosphere. What they saw below made Zephyr's breathing apparatus wheeze in shock. Cities. Sprawling, thriving cities with gleaming towers that seemed to dance with the lightning storms. Agricultural domes dotted the landscape like bioluminescent pearls, and massive industrial complexes pumped processed materials into orbital elevators. The planet that the Council had designated as uninhabitable Class X was not just inhabited, it was flourishing. My scans indicate over 47 million human inhabitants, reported the ship's AI. Infrastructure index, 8.7 out of 10. Atmospheric, processors detected. Terraforming in progress. Zephyr watched in fascination as a group of humans in simple environmental suits worked outside, repairing what appeared to be a fusion reactor during an acid storm. The rain that would dissolve Zephyr's exoskeleton in minutes merely required these humans to wear basic protective gear. They landed at what the humans called Port Darwin, a massive spaceport carved directly into a mountain face. The human delegation that greeted them was led by Governor Sarah Chen, a woman whose weather-beaten face spoke of decades under this world's harsh conditions. "Welcome to Kepler 442b, she said with a smile that seemed genuinely warm despite the circumstances. Though we just call her Nightmare these days, kind of grew on us. Zephyr studied the woman through its sensors. Elevated bone density, increased muscle mass, modified cardiovascular system, enhanced radiation resistance. The humans had adapted at a cellular level in just 3 generations. Governor Chen, Captain Veltar began formally. The Galactic Council designated this world as uninhabitable. Your presence here violates 17 safety protocols and yet here we are, Chen interrupted, her voice carrying an edge of steel. 47 million of us, in fact. 3rd generation born and raised on Nightmare. This isn't just where we live, it's who we are now. As they toured the city, Zephyr documented everything with growing amazement. The humans had turned the planet's dangers into advantages. The constant lightning storms powered their electrical grid through massive conductor arrays. The acid rain was processed into industrial chemicals. The high radiation had been harnessed for energy production, while the extreme gravity had made the population incredibly strong and resilient. In the agricultural districts, Zephyr watched children playing in parks during a mild sulfur storm, their laughter echoing through the protective domes. These weren't the pale, weakened humans from the core worlds. These were something new, something evolved. How? Zephyr finally asked. Every biological model predicts extinction within 5 years. Chen paused at an observation deck overlooking the city. In the distance, a massive storm system raged across the horizon, painting the sky in violent oranges and reds. To most species, it looked like hell. To the humans below, it was Tuesday. You want to know our secret? Chen asked. We're stubborn. When the galaxy told us this world would kill us, we took it personally. When the acid rain burned our first shelters, we built better ones. When the gravity crushed our bones, we grew stronger bones. When the radiation poisoned us, we found ways to make it serve us instead. She gestured to a group of teenagers skateboarding through the streets, their modified physiology allowing them to perform feats that would be impossible on any other world. My granddaughter was born here. She's never seen Earth, never breathed unfiltered air, never lived under a gentle sun. But watch her move, watch her strength. She's not a displaced human trying to survive. She's a nightmare worlder. This hell, you see? It's the only paradise she's ever known. As their visit continued, Zephyr observed something that challenged everything the council believed about habitability. The humans weren't just surviving, they were thriving in ways that seemed impossible. Their technology had advanced beyond anything in the core worlds, driven by necessity and innovation. Their art, music, and literature were infused with a beauty born from struggle. Their society had developed bonds of cooperation and resilience that peaceful worlds never achieved. During their final evening, a massive electromagnetic storm painted the sky in impossible colors. Zephyr watched human families gather on rooftops and balconies, pointing at the aurora-like displays with wonder and joy. Children who had never known safety still found magic in their world's fury. "The council will want to relocate you," Captain Veltar said quietly. "There are dozens of garden worlds available for colonization." Chen's laugh was sharp as the acid wind. "Captain, you're missing the point. We don't want to be relocated. This world made us into something more than we were. Every challenge it threw at us made us stronger, smarter, more united. You call it a nightmare world because it would destroy you. We call it home because it created us." As their ship lifted off the next morning, Zephyr compiled its report for the council. How do you explain to a galaxy of safe, comfortable species that humanity's greatest strength isn't their technology or their numbers? It's their absolute refusal to accept limitations? The humans had taken a world that would kill most galactic citizens and turned it into a forge for a new kind of life. They hadn't conquered nightmare. They had become it, and in doing so, had become something unprecedented in the galaxy's recorded history. Zephyr's final note would spark debates for decades. Recommendation: do not relocate the humans. Instead, study them. They have achieved something we thought impossible. They have made death itself into a teacher, and hell into a home. Perhaps there are lessons here for us all. Below them, as the transport climbed toward the stars, 47 million humans continued their impossible lives on their impossible world, turning each new day's disasters into tomorrow's innovations, proving once again that the species others called crazy enough to try anything was exactly the species the universe needed.